let's ask Zach. Would you do it for $600,000?
I mean,
I know. I know.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I'm not saying, I just didn't like it. That's all. I like Rick.
Okay.
Rick's awesome.
So what did you want him to do?
Listen, man, not crash in Pittsburgh and give away those points. Not crash in the heat race.
That's not what. Hey, we can talk hypotheticals all day, but tell me what you would have done right there. Different.
Pass him and take off.
And then what? Get beat for a championship.
I mean, or you could knock him down and hope that someone gets in between you, and then you can go apologize to Mitch Payton.
I think he did all of that.
He did. He did do all that. Yeah.
This one will know, too. When you have to go talk to Mitch in the moment, is he understanding of it, him being in the position to get so many wins, or is no, not taking it at all?
I was talking to RJ, and he was like, I went to talk to Mitch, and I was like, brother, you're more of a man than I am, because I did not even think about that.
No, yours, yeah. Great point, though.
I didn't even consider it, but
Literally.
he said Mitch wasn't too happy with him.
No, he was not. No.
You go take it. You got to go take it. Like, that's the only way you become a man. And I respect RJ more now for going over and at least getting screamed at.
Yeah.
Because you
for sure.
you look like a bitch if you just leave with your gear bag.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was going to pass Juju. I mean, maybe he cleans Seth or passes Seth clean and goes and passes Juju with 3 laps to go.
No, we've talked about that though. They already passed Julian, so those points were nullified.
They were already in front of Juju?
Yeah, they passed Julian 2 rhythms before that. Because Seth. Yeah, see, that's what makes that whole dynamic so weird is those 3 lanes.
Yeah, shoot. I mean, the only option was to do what he did.
Okay, well, there we go. Not necessarily.
But even then, if Tom passed Seth, then Tom still won.
It didn't seem like Tom was going to try to make that pass.
I think Tom was in position.
No, but I'm saying if RJ stayed up, clean Hammaker, Tom passes Seth, Tom still wins.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Rick was just in a bad position.
Yeah, I mean, he was hoping just to knock Seth just out of the race or knock him back many, many positions, Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, perfect person to ask this question to. You've been so just on it, Steve, that you don't like what this is and how this looks at racing. Zach, how many people have come up to you in the last 7, 8, 10 years, whatever it was since then, and tell you that is the moment that they think defines all of Supercross racing?
That's a great moment.
A lot, honestly, a lot. And it still happens now, if there's a talking point that somebody brings up to me at a local track, it's that. Mm-hmm. It's that moment, and it was a career-defining moment for me. Will always be it's
But here's the difference. Okay, as I said earlier, Zach's pass, Joey made that worse than what it really was by flipping out and grabbing throttle. Okay, and 2, Zach just had to pass Joey for the title, just one spot, and he gets the title. Right? Is that how it was, Zach?
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't. RJ needed to knock Seth down.
Semantics.
Okay.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
But to the thing, if he pulls it off and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe he did it, and then he's on the level of what everybody looks at Zach for. He pulled it off.
Yeah,
it
but
worked.
To me, Zach's pass, Zach didn't go in with the intent to knock Joey down. He just went to pass him, and then, like I said, Joey's reaction was a little like, oh my God, and grab throttle and freak out. Right, Zach?
There was that huge hole there. Yeah, there was that huge hole, out of the corner, and Joey had a handful, and when he did, I felt him across my whole back,
Yeah.
And it just, that hole and the way that it all lined up just kind of made it all worse. I didn't go in there to take him out. I went in there to get him, hit him because I needed some space going into that last 90 right before the finish line, but I didn't think it's the freaking craziest race. I watched it recently because my older boy is starting to ride a little bit, and he wanted to watch it, and still it's I don't know how I got to him, it's just bizarre.
It came up on our Peacock feed somehow after the race, like a normal a modern 2025 race, and you were so far back. I don't know what happened either. I was there, I watched it, but I don't know how you made it all that time.
I said something on the Track Talkers podcast yesterday, and I know that this is the truth because you were setting by us and so was Angie. I'll never forget being in the press conference when he passed Joey. Like
press box.
Yeah.
No,
press
I won't either.
Just the eruption, everybody crying, our wives crying, just everybody losing their minds because they were so happy for Zach.
I told Zach I couldn't type the tweet.
Oh no, same.
Because I was like
screaming.
Shaking. Yeah, no, I was just shaking from adrenaline. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like I was. What just happened?
I guarantee
honestly,
you, nobody felt that way for Tom when Tom won the championship this weekend.
No.
There was no, and like that was so weird because it's so similar to the same thing, but like, I mean, tit for tat, almost identical, but just like what happened that moment with Zach and Joey that night, that is like one of those Supercross defining things, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was crazy. Like I got 7th that night. The following year, I got 7th again to win a championship, and it was like, I'm absolutely not trying to sound ungrateful or anything like that, but it was the most empty feeling compared to what I had felt the year before, it just was not the same feeling. And honestly, like that race for me, was just otherworldly. Like I was just in a different zone and it was incredible.
Hey, what's it like when that happens? Like, for real, what is it? I watch you guys have that happen all the time. I watch Formula One stuff about Ayrton Senna and, like, Valentino Rossi. And when you guys are able to channel that, that is the probably one thing about racing in the last 5 years that has just caught my attention so much is that when whatever it is strikes and you're able to just lock in and block out everything else and just experience that moment and you're aware of everything.
The best way I can describe it is, you've seen it in movies where they have that like hyper focus and things are kind of like moving around you. I don't even know how to explain it, but that's the best way I can explain it. It's just like time slows down and everything's coming at you just perfectly, and you're not overloaded. There's no thought. It's just an empty mind, and your body's sort of doing what you've trained it to do.
Does it like tingle, like, or does just everything just feels like it's just firing, like that one right?
It's almost a numb feeling. Like I don't know. I never wore a heart rate strap or anything during races, but I would have thought that my heart rate was extremely high that night, but I was never in any sort of hurt or never in any sort of like physical. My muscles weren't tired. It was just like peace. I don't know. That's probably the best way I can describe it, is just peace. Like it was so in tune with my motorcycle and everything felt perfect.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Zacho. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Congrats on the beta ambassador role. We'll have you back on Moto 60 show before Paula, of course, to break down the outdoors. If we can come to a salary negotiations, we haven't discussed that yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the contract so I can send it to my agent.
I'll do that, absolutely. Is her name Brittany?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good, buddy. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it, Zacho.
Thank you, guys.
See you, Zach.